Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Stallions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates.
That's how we get it started right there. Run the opening kickoff back.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff, and house that baby. What a job there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Stallions offense takes the field to start this game off. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. And I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. The corners are walked up tight. On third down, he drops the throw. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll try the outside to the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, got him at the 27.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. it in and looking upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
The Kings come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Oh, what a cut. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll run the draw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stallions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Run it with the fullback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time. don't say much, and then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
That completion will take it close to the 5. They'll mark it at the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not forward. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get them.
Turning it on. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Stallions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. the play fake. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
The Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Stallions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Plucks it out of the air. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGowan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Stallions will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Hurricanes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got a man. It's Jackson. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Kings lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's Babers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. One more snap coming before halftime. Making side adjustments here. He's looking to pass. Going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back with the 3.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Babers. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Still looking on the move. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now this offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
Breaks into the open. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Stallions decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks the and runs through another guy. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job of gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Babers. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. He might want another play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's got it. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Wide. It to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really...
Wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. And the returner goes down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator, because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Stallions will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on. Drive. If they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Going to sling it on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this. Win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They kick it away on fourth down. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see.
Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near the... That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little space.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-0, and they'll try to do better this time around. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. And the last time
they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
the play action fake. That's reeled in. It's McGowan. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this. As they've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Up on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw. The short hands. It's Ward.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Past the 30. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Miami.
Okay, ready?
One more play to pad the stats.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Game played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are. what they're about, what they're going to do schematically.